Hey guys, it's Maxi, and I'm going to be breaking down how a Radiant controller main thinks.
Crazy Maxi.
One enemy remains.
Hit 80. Oh, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter.
This clip is a pretty juicy ace that I got on Brimstone, and it really showcases that just because you're on smoke duty, it doesn't mean that your role should be solely supportive and passive. You can nut up and take matters into your own hands if the need arises. Here my boy Merp and I walk up middle. Nothing fancy, we just got our guns out and ready to take whatever fights come our way. He holds wide left while I hold the right. That's because if a guy peeks window, he's seeing Merp first, but if a guy swings grass, he's gonna see me first. The reason why we did this push is simple. Mid control. Every map usually has 3 lanes, and with these 3 lanes come these neutral areas that are up for grabs, so don't be afraid to alpha up and make these places your turf. We take out the Killjoy, who is usually the lurker, so that just gives us a hint in itself. So now that we took out the mid lurker, that just means that they're probably going to be hitting A or C. So after getting the numbers advantage, I back out and try to reinforce one of the sides.
Right.
My teammate asked for smokes here, so I speed up to help. Pay attention to the smokes that I toss. This smoke mid side is the important one because it's creating obstacles. Think about it, somebody could be playing in the smoke, somebody could be playing back plat, so if you want to clear that, you're going to have to overextend towards this log side, leaving you open to spawn. On top of that, I rip my Brim ultimate to flush them out and force them to overextend.
Crazy Maxi.
One enemy remaining.
I pretty much had these guys on strings like a puppeteer. I forced them into passing straight into my crosser and I mowed them down. Now all that's left is for me to chase this very last goofy down and get my ace. Everybody hide, I want this ace.
Enemy spotted C.
Hit 80. Oh, it doesn't matter though. It doesn't matter.
There's an upload.
Hell yeah,
Hey, TikTok.
Here's another round from the same match where we also contest mid, except in this round we got 3 shielders posted up. Completely shutting down mid and their lurker allows us for easy and carefree rotates. The second my teammate hears some activity towards the C site, I skedaddle and toss the same smokes as the previous round, and the same ultimate to pair, except this time I get a kill with it.
Nowhere to run!
Get ready. Top side.
Who trained you?
This next clip is from the same game, just earlier in the pistol round. I threw some wonky smokes that helped me win the round though, so let me break them down for you.
They smoked garage.
They're running in garage right now.
My boys let me know that the enemy team is scaling up garage, so after fixing my binds, I hurried to smoke off the hallway to the garage choke point to help my site player. And on top of that, I spoke right there in front of logs to give my team cover to walk out spawn. That smoke also forces the enemy team to have to overextend back site if they want to clear site, and I punish this with 3 free frags.
One long and one. Okay, both weak, both weak.
The following clip is an example on how the mindset to gain map control and space is how you get set up for great plays. Watch me backpack some of your favorite pros in this clip.
Yes.
Yeah, they can.
Roman has the play.
We spawn!
Attacker
no, be me,
spawn.
be me.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my omen.
Yeah, Moment.
That's actually a dorsal moment.
Start the round off, I'm an A player, so to be proactive, I one-way A main with Omen smokes just to contest for its control. Early bouts of contention like these are really great for burning util, getting information, and for stalling. The enemy team makes a very early presence towards the B bomb site. I gain some space and push up towards their spawn to contain them, making sure not to overextend because if I fall, that's their green light to take my A site. When it comes to fracture, I find it to be a huge error rotating through your own spawn. It may be safe, but you're leaving a lot on the table. There's 3 huge lanes on this map, so if you don't pressure more than 1 on a retake, you're making it all too easy for them to hold a site against you. So by being proactive, it got me in a position to make a Jarso clip just like this one.
It's a smoke. You think I peeked?
Wait, shh.
Coming in.
Here I hide and wait for the first dude to pass, because if the coast is clear the rest won't be worried. I see a perfect lineup and guarantee my 2 before going sicko mode on the rest.
No, be me, be me.
One enemy remaining.
Now you made up for it, Omen.
Oh my omen.
Yeah, Moment.
That's actually a dorsal moment.
Behind me?
That's unfortunate, Sam. That's unfortunate. 4. He gets 4.
He is literally right here.
How does he?
He is
possibly
literally
get 4?
right there, lined 3 of us up and just shot and just spread.
That is crazy.
Should've
Unlucky team. Only didn't get 4.
You bought me an ult.
Like no one cleared it. Like what is there even a need to? Like dude, if you're sitting there, you just win. I'm sorry.
This next clip is a 1v3 clutch, and I want to break down the decision making that led me to win the clutch that snowballed the momentum into us winning the game. So after accidentally getting the pick on this chamber by finessing him with some movement, I tossed smokes for my teammates who should be scaling in from this arcade side. For some reason, I brain fart and I run straight into this breach ultimate. Now we're at the 1v3, and I have minimal information while they know exactly where I'm at. So my TP here is just to cause a little hesitation. I can be anywhere and I want them to worry about that. From here, I'm just patiently walking and just waiting for them to throw me a bone and make a mistake. And this bonehead does exactly that. My goal is to fish for as many 1v1s as I can force and go from there. Here I fake shots towards tower to bait out a reaction. Maybe they have a crossfire and I can benefit from the possible miscommunication. I hear this guy swapping guns, so I quickly force the 1v1 on him. I toss a smoke to not only block possible line of sight, but to cause confusion with my fake TP to make him pensive and to contemplate my next move more. I snatched the bomb and made it to sight. I toss a smoke to give myself some cover and some room to play with. After I plant the bomb, I make sure to play dynamic, because information is key. If I can clear arcade, that's a huge chunk of the map that I don't have to worry about, and it helps fill in the gaps on where he can be. Oh, there you are. Good night.
Oh my god, bro. This game is actually so winnable. That actually is so massive, it's unreal.
This next clip is another 1v3 clutch, except this time it's on Viper. Let's break it down. As I'm holding for this B push, this chamber is trying to get some space and I get some really good timing on him, so I decide to just chase him down. He doesn't have his TP activated, which is lucky for me, and he gets stuck and pinned down in this corner. My teammates are getting botted and the enemy have full bomb control on the other side of the map, so I pick up Chamber's operator because I am him. I'm expecting the enemy to be holding some aggressive off angle, so I'm planning on probing and isolating them all with the big funny scope gun.
Last player standing.
The second is Reyna dismisses, I pre-aim mid just in case if it's a distraction. When the coast is clear, I check back and try to take out the overconfident Reyna, who's already got a couple picks in the round, so like every duelist main, he's 100% gonna overheat, and he does. After I get the pick on the Reyna, I still got a hunch that someone is mid, so I treat every angle with respect and isolate them all one by one until I find this little twerp Viper.
He was on A, I think.
My Neon hooks me up with some pretty good insight. He lets me know that the last guy's known whereabouts was on A site. I know I still have plenty of time to work with because it only takes like 4 seconds to plant the spike, so the rest is leeway. I gotta swap to a rifle here because there's so many different vertical angles that I gotta clear that it's gonna be hard to do with an op. So since this guy's not holding the spike, I gotta assume he forfeited control of spike to play safer towards the site itself. So I make my way towards A and I pop my ultimate to have extra cover to work with.
10 seconds left.
After I get the bomb down, I toss a wall towards screens to make him kinda like overthink. He's a Sova, so if I can bait out a dart or something, I know exactly where he's at. Here I'm just trying to figure out where he's at. I toss on the Viper wall to try to catch him with his pants down and I see him. I don't really want to commit to that fight, so I reposition and then I take him out here.
Oh, you're insane.
This is today's code word at a chance of free coaching.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
Back to 100.
Oh my golly gee. Oh my goodness gracious. Thank the Lord Jesus for this motherfucker today. That look nasty. I get 3 1Ds right there. Shh. Yeah.